welcome to 5 Things to Know, a Tax Talk Today exclusive. I'm joined today by Kelli Comegys. Kelli recently joined the National Association of Enrolled Agents this past November as Director of Membership. She is responsible for developing programs and initiatives that drive NAA membership, and she brings with her more than a decade of nonprofit and association experience. Kelli, on behalf of our viewers, it's my pleasure to welcome you to Tax Talk Today, where IRS representatives and industry leaders come together to share their knowledge and experience working in federal tax law. As an NAE member myself, I know just how important membership development and growth are to the association, as they are with any association. And I'd like to talk to you about this, but first, Kelli, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. Well, thanks for having me today, Alan. I'm thrilled to be here. A little bit about my background. I have been in the nonprofit world for over 10 years now. I previously worked for the Pennsylvania Institute of Certified Public Accountants, and I was the manager of business development, corporate programs, and chapter events. So a little mix of everything along the membership side and business development. I was heavily involved in our chapter relationships, as well as building sponsorship revenue, affinity programs, and just a general hand in membership retention and recruitment.
Great. Having recently joined NAEA, what are some of your initial goals as a membership director?
Sure. So since this program is focused on 5 things, I thought I'd talk about my 5 most important goals for our upcoming fiscal year. Just to reemphasize NAEA's mission statement, it's to empower enrolled agents everywhere. So we're aspiring to build and cultivate a space where professionals of all backgrounds and experience can find the support and the resources they need to thrive. So this is my first goal, is going to come as no surprise. It's to increase our membership numbers. And our membership team, which is small and mighty, has a very aggressive goal for the next fiscal year. Our second goal is to target new and aspiring EAs. So we really want to identify what the path is that people are taking to become EAs, whether that's going a traditional route through attending high school, potentially attending college or a secondary program, and then sitting for the special enrollment exam, or whether they're coming through us through a different path. We have many members who this is a second career for them. So it's really identifying how EAs are becoming EAs and where we can come in and provide support. We also want to develop relationships with schools and colleges, with career centers, and with tax firms. And then, Alan, the third goal is to develop and update our EA career content. So it's really important that we're meeting EAs at every point of their career. So whether this is new EAs or aspiring EAs, potentially for aspiring EAs, we want to make sure that we're giving them all of the resources they need focused on exam prep, or what the renewal license period looks like, how to do that, everything they need to know about IRS contacts and staying compliant. And then for new EAs, we want to make sure that we have relevant CE content for the level that they're at their career. So building up, as you know, Alan, you've probably taken a lot of CE courses through NAEA. We have many advanced courses for the more seasoned enrolled agents, but we want to make sure that we're really targeting programs that are tailored to new EAs. So that's another big goal on our plate for the year. The fourth is to expand those services and resources through relevant partnerships. And then the fifth is to really putting a working group together to explore international potential members. We talk a lot about our state memberships and around the country, but there's a lot of potential for international members that we haven't quite tapped into yet. So that's a big initiative to explore this year.
You know, this is a lot going on so far, but what are the more important programs or the top programs you have under your direction right now going on during tax season as it is?
So since it's tax season, this time of year, we're really focused on resources. So we've launched a tax season resource page that has important links, important numbers that you may need, all kinds of resources and articles, discounts through our partnerships for tax software, e-signature software, a host of resources. And with that, we've also paired a wellness center. Brand new this year, and it's really focused on healthy initiatives, mental health, creating a calm and zen workplace, all of those other resources you need to get through tax season. So two different, our tax resource center and our wellness center are things that we just launched during tax season that are really important to providing resources through our members to get them through an extremely busy and stressful time.
While we're talking about resources, if you don't mind, I'd like to throw in one more little thing that is a resource to the membership of NAEA, and that is Tax Talk Today. As a member of NAEA, you can watch any of the shows for free, and I'm sure that Kelli would be happy to instruct you on how to do that in the event that you can't find your way through the website. But I'm going to move on after that. And you know, Kelli, there's this term floating around, social media champions. And I've heard this term used in different levels and at different meetings with NAEA. Can you explain to us what a social media champion is and how one can become?
Sure. So many of our members are already brand ambassadors or brand advocates for the NAEA. They talk about NAEA to their colleagues when they're out and about at events, and they're, you know, they are involved in some way, whether that be through a committee or contributing to the PAC. So we have a lot of members who are already in some way a brand ambassador, but being a social media champion is focusing that in a different direction. So it's leveraging the followers on different social media platforms to reach a broader audience without having to have your followers be involved with any of the NAEA accounts. So it's a really great way to get involved with the NAEA if you love social media and want to talk about NAEA on your social media platforms, or if you don't have time to join a committee, or you're not sure if that's the right fit for you as a level of being involved. So being a social media champion or a brand ambassador, Alan, is a great way to leverage your social media followers and to be involved and give back to the NAEA in a different way, not quite a traditional way.
As a long-term time volunteer myself, no longer as involved as I was, how do members get involved? And what can you tell a member that would like to say, I would like to be part of this organization?
Sure. So in addition to using your social media platforms, joining a committee is a great way to get involved and to meet new members and to use your talent in different areas to give back. So we have a whole section of the website on serving the profession where you can find information about the PAC, joining a committee, becoming a brand ambassador. And we're launching an easy-to-use form where you can just fill out some information on how you're looking to get involved, or maybe you need suggestions on how to get involved based on your areas of interest or your expertise. And we'll kind of curate a selection for you on initial ways to jump in.
This has been a really great conversation, Kelly. Thank you so much for joining us on 5 Things to Know. On behalf of our viewers, I'd like to thank you for what you're doing for NAEA. I'm sure NAEA and its members really appreciate your service. Thanks again, and we look forward to having you back on another Tax Talk Today program. Thank you for watching, and as always, it's been great learning with you. Be sure to join us on an upcoming program for Tax Talk Today.